Last time at Central Wisconsin Sports, you saw Big Dan here. He gutted out a deer for you. It was a buck. Now I'm going to show you how to do a doe, and we're going to try to get this done as fast as possible. And Dan's on the clock. What time we got here?
22, no, about 12:43.
12:43? Are you ready? We're not going to take any breaks. Okay, first thing you do is you got to go around the vagina and the anus. You can get in there. Might want to back up a little with that camera, Austin. You're going to make that cut all the way around. First thing first is to get through that skin. Once you get through the skin there, make sure there's no poop in the meat. Then you go back through with the knife and go along the bone. Make sure you completely remove the tissue away. I like to do it around, go around two solid times, just to make sure I have it loose so when it comes out. Next thing I'm going to do, Austin, you might want to stand up here. Okay, the next thing I like to do is I like to cut off the milk sac, but maybe I'll squirt it in my brother's face first. Cut off that milk sac. This is a nice big fat doe. Throw that away, then you're ready to enter the body cavity. The hair, I'm not cut into the body cavity, I'm just cutting the hair away and the fat. Very healthy deer. We're back at the house now, so that's why I'm not wearing any blaze orange. We're plenty away from anybody else hunting, back at the farm. Okay, and then you're going to make an incision into the gut tract there, so you do not puncture the guts. Make a cut back, all the way back. Get your hand up in there. Cut forward. Oh, deer's making noises. Go through the ribs just like a zipper. If you know where you're cutting, you're just going through cartilage. Doesn't dull the knife too much. Okay? Next thing you do is you see this tissue right here. This is the diaphragm right there. You got to cut on either side of that. So you cut back on that on one side. Cut back on that on the other side. You reach inside as far up as you can find. Grab the esophagus and the trachea. Cut that. Pull everything back through. Have a strong partner that can grab onto it. Rectum should come right out. Just like that, you're done.
Now you want to drain it.
What's the time? I'm gonna drain it.
1:45.
1:45, 2 minutes. We got one more to do here yet. This is a smaller one. Actually, I thought this one was one that he had wounded because it bedded down on the drive. And it was the fawn. It'll taste good. Plenty of deer around here. Anus. A little bit different than the buck video on Central Wisconsin Sports. One thing you'll notice is I'm not gutting the deer on the ground. I'm cutting it out of what we call the meat wagon here. And so you see I'm not having to bend over. I don't get a sore back. It makes this process a lot easier and a lot quicker. So if you have a place where you can cut a deer out, I encourage you to do it so that it's at this level. Okay, because it's a doe and she doesn't have a milk sac, we don't have to cut her milk sac off. Go up in through the body cavity there. Again. I like to use the 2-finger method where I spread my fingers apart like that inside and cut. That way I don't have to worry about cutting myself. Cut that back. I don't like to cut in this area right here if I don't have to. On a buck, of course you do, but on a doe you don't want to because then that exposes meat to the elements and you end up having to throw that stuff away because it might get dirt on it or it'll dry out quicker. I don't like to do that kind of stuff. Again, you find that spot on the ribs. You can zipper right up through. It's a zigzag pattern. Cut right through that, and you're good to go. Open it up. Cut the diaphragm back as far as you can. On either side. And this one I'm going to go a little bit slower. I'm going to show you what you're all looking at here. So right here, this is all small intestines. This is called mesentery, holds that all in place. Here you have this big sac here is its stomachs.
Do you have more than one stomach?
Yeah. Go inside and I cut the trachea and the esophagus again. I want to try to cut that up as high as you can. There's the trachea that I'm cutting, or the esophagus I'm cutting right through now. It's just like your esophagus. This is lungs, and then the heart's right in there inside of the pericardial sac. Pulling that back, you can see the liver here. It's the fat. And I want to take this back that way. I like pulling it back straight through. Large intestines are coming out now. Get the large intestines out. And the rectum. And the bladder's in there somewhere. She had an empty bladder, and you're done. Just like that. Okay, thanks for watching Central Wisconsin Sports. Clean up this bloody mess. Thanks for watching. What?
What's the time?
Oh, what time? Are you still recording?
Yeah.
12:57.
12:40.
12:47.
12:47. 2 deer gutted out in what? 4 minutes.